I'm Joby Lagrange with KATC, and today I am at the Lafayette Science Museum to talk with Planetarium curator Dave Hostetter, who's going to let us not only look at the planetarium, but give us a really cool behind-the-scenes look today. Dave, thank you for doing that for me. I'm very excited.
Thank you for being here. But retired planetarium curator.
Retired planetarium curator,
Yeah.
yes. So I'm excited to show everybody what it looks like behind the scenes, beyond the dome. So we'll do that. We'll take a look at everything.
Yeah, we can change that to just red light or green light, blue light.
Oh, wow.
We can mix those colors and get various shades up on the dome. And of course, the always popular completely no light. We can walk through there and you can see some of the projectors, and I'll show you some of that. This is one of our 6 projectors. JVC projectors, and there are 4 of them around the horizon and 2 that point up at the very top of the dome so that we get complete coverage. Basically, we get a program from some provider and we have to use production software to slice it up and encode it and divide the image into 6 different pieces, 1 for each projector. The computer sends that image to the projector, and because we are so careful about how we aim the projectors and we use the grid up on the dome to get everything lined up, when it gets on the dome it looks like one picture. This laptop has a version of the same software that's in the planetarium. And so even if there's a planetarium program going, I can sit in here and create other programs.
Speaking of the dome, the planetarium, we talked about the seating. You have a diagram of it up on the wall.
Yeah. And we'll bring people in, especially with the school group, shut them off into different rows as we go around. And I was able to get like 80 kids in here in a matter of a couple of minutes. And there was no significant chaos. If we go over here, this is the real heart of the planetarium. The stack of computers that essentially runs everything. The master computer, sound, yeah. And then each one of these computers is talking to a projector. You know, I started doing this in 1975. So.
Speaking of, when you started, which was not that long ago, super
50 years.
Just a blink of an eye. You have
Seems like it.
Special collection of archived
media,
yeah. If you want to show us.
Sure. So this is our original 1969 Spitz A4 star machine, and we don't really have a date for when the exhibit will open.
Yeah.
It'll open when it opens.
Let's check out, if we can, the archive.
Yes. What we have here are literally all the planetarium programs that we've done since 1980, and actually late 1970s.
Let's say maybe 1 or 2 examples that we can look at of something that's been retired out of the planetarium that's no longer used as maybe an object. Maybe 1 or 2.
Sure,
we can take a peek at.
Sure.
Cool. Let's go take a peek at something.
Okay.
All right, so for more look at the behind the scenes, Dave has been so nice as to take us to look at some of the older equipment that they've retired, and that's going to become part of future exhibits. So I'm really excited, Dave, if you want to show us what some of these things are.
Okay. So this exhibit case is not ready, but this is what's going in here, stuff from the 1990s. This was a projector, believe it or not. It's a little cardboard box with something similar to a tail light in it, a little piece of fiber optic sticking out, and that fiber optic would be stuck through one of the holes in the dome, and it would be hung with a modified paper clip tied into the control system, and we could turn that on and off, and it would light up really brightly and be a supernova or a planet or something like that.
Oh my God. I'm really excited for when these things are no longer a behind-the-scenes tour and they're on the exhibit floor. That's going to be really neat.
I hope people will enjoy it.
Dave, thank you so much for taking me see all these really amazing behind-the-scenes look at the planetarium. The dome is cool, but seeing everything that makes it happen is almost even cooler.
It is a cool place.
Yeah, it's really neat. I appreciate all the work that you've done and all the things that you do. I know this is volunteer, so I appreciate your time today taking us to look at everything.
Glad to help.
I really, really do appreciate it. And I can't wait to see everything come to life in the exhibit in the, like we said, not so distant future. Hopefully.
I'm looking forward to that too.
Awesome.
And come back and see a planetarium program and see how it all goes together in there.
Yeah. Yeah, now you have got the behind the scenes look of everything, how it's made, what it looks like, and if you're interested, I'm Joby Lagrange with KATC. I'm going to have this full interview and all those behind the scenes look online, but if you want to come check it out in person and you like what you saw, the door is just right over here, the Lafayette Science Museum. Dave says you can just come on in, and I'll have a full schedule of all the museum events that you can find as well on that article.